Yo, what's good, real ones? It's Levon. You already know who it is. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here to drop another gem on y'all today. Now, I started shooting this video probably about 3 days ago. Didn't upload it just because I wasn't happy about how it came out, but in that video I was saying it's my goal to hit 300 subs by the end of this month. And I mean, shout outs to y'all. I didn't even have to ask. Y'all just made it happen. So I appreciate everybody that's new, who's joined the channel, who's joined the realist, man. I see y'all. As always, you know, I gotta say it, gotta shout you guys out because it's you that's gotten me this far. So anyone that's been sharing my content, appreciate your continued support and all that jazz. Yeah, I mean, and we just gonna keep growing this thing, man. That's my goal. Just to keep growing. I'm not looking for a certain number. I just want to keep helping somebody out there if this stuff is helping. So, in this video topic today, I want to talk to you guys about, I'm getting so freaking hot, dude. This ain't it right now. I'm about to have to take these sweatpants off in a second. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about rejection and how to handle it. I believe this is an important topic to discuss because handling rejection in a healthy way is a valuable skill. I think men in general, it's an important skill for us to learn, and then also ladies as well. But I do believe that generally speaking, guys being the ones to approach females. I mean, and there's other ways you can get rejected just in the corporate world and in your career and whatnot. But generally speaking, I feel like the window for rejection is usually open to guys a little more so. That's neither here nor there, really. I believe that handling rejection in a healthy way is a valuable skill for us to learn. And yes, I say skill because it's something that you can get better at, something that I used to suck at. Just going through day-to-day life, it's a good thing to know how to handle that. And naturally, for me, this is something that I've dealt with, as most of my videos. It's a struggle that I've had or something I've gone through that I feel like other people could possibly relate to. So I'll give you guys some experiences of how I've handled rejection and I guess what I've learned through being shut down and denied time and time again in life. First off, I want to just question, like, why are people scared of being rejected? What is that fear? Like, being told no isn't really a scary thing. So I don't believe that's really the root of people's fear. I think it goes a little deeper than that. I believe most people are afraid. Most people who have a fear of rejection are afraid to be vulnerable. That's something I've seen in myself, and it kind of just makes sense, you know, across the board. I believe most of that hurt or that anxiety or whatever have you that people want to try to steer away from comes from, you know, putting yourself out there and having that openness, that vulnerability that you've displayed, having that be shut down. It bruises the ego. You know, that's really what it boils down to. People trying to protect their egos. And I believe this pain from rejection comes because a lot of people identify themselves with their desires, you know? They can, you know, just want a certain outcome in maybe a relationship, in a career, in a friendship, like whatever have you. A lot of people might put their identity in that, and if that gets shut down, they're like, oh dang, oh that hurts me deep, you know. It really bruises that ego. And it bruises the ego so much to the point that people just avoid stepping into putting those desires that they have out there. And for me, I don't believe you're being your authentic self if you're not, expressing what it is that you truly want. If you're just tucking that away just so it doesn't get shot down, you're like guaranteeing the negative outcome. You're kind of guaranteeing the no, but you're putting yourself in the position that you're the one saying no. You're telling yourself no, as opposed to it coming from someone else, which can hurt more. And I just think that's funny now that I think about it, because the outcome is still the same at the end of the day. So it's better to have that 50-50 chance of someone else telling you no than you 100% guaranteeing it yourself, if that makes sense. Yeah. So like I was telling you guys, I've dealt with rejection a lot in the past 2 years, and what I'm thinking of mainly stems from, just approaching someone that I'm interested in. I've been shot down, well, not directly here, and I'm gonna go into that too. There's been a couple people that have just directly shot me down. But a majority of people I've noticed tend to go about it like in a roundabout, just indirect kind of way. So for example, right? And I'm gonna get into how to just get better with this stuff through practice in a sec. But for example, right, earlier this week, so y'all know the Candyman movie is coming out, right? And typically for anybody that knows me, I am a loner. I do mostly everything by myself. I find peace in my solitude. But I was like, yeah, this movie's coming out. I want to go see it. And there was a group of acquaintances that I have at work who, I interact with. We talk, we mingle. Probably about like 5 of them and two extras that I didn't really know. So 5 in total, 4 of which I was maybe about 6 in total. I don't figure. No, it doesn't matter. Semantics. Anyways, yeah, so I went up to the group and I was like, hey, anybody trying to go see Candyman on Friday? Just cause, I just thought it could be fun. You know what I'm saying? I was putting myself out there. I knew that it was a chance that people could say no, but I went up to this group of people, asked the open question, like, anybody down? And it was just funny to see that it was like one person after another, like no one there said no directly. It was kind of like everyone had this awkward, like, I don't want to like hurt his feelings, and that too, I want to get into that. Man, there's so much to this. Everyone had this whole like awkward, I don't want to hurt his feelings, like I might have something going on already, but I don't want to just directly say no. It seems as though, and that's something I realized in that moment, which was kind of funny, that just as much as we hate being rejected, people kind of hate being the one to reject somebody. That's why, say for example, if you ask for a girl's number, she might just give you her number and then like not call you back, or they'll say something vague like, oh yeah, I would, but I have a boyfriend, or something like that. Something that's a no, but it's not a direct no. And it's funny to see people just have a problem with doing that, and that's something I realized this past week. And I think it might just be due to the fact that what I was saying earlier, a lot of people just don't like that feeling of rejection themselves, so they probably perceive that other people would feel that same way, I guess, like if they were in my shoes, they would want to be let down easy. For me, I'm like, yo, just be straight, just be straight up about it. I prefer a straight no. I feel like, I believe it's you're doing the other person more of a favor if you just straight say no, you know, instead of giving some weak excuse, you know. Instead of giving some weak excuse and beating around the bush. But I guess that's probably just me, because I've always been an honest, just straight up person with anybody. When it comes to news they don't want to hear, like, I'll be the one to keep it 100 with you. And that's why, I mean, that's hence our name on here, the realest, the real ones. That's why that's my name. I mean, our community that we're cultivating here. Anyhow, what else was I about to say? Oh yeah, so how have I gotten better with dealing with rejection? As I was saying before, I wasn't really very good at handling rejection. I would never, you know, be denied and throw a whole tantrum, or actually no, maybe a little bit. Not like an overt, I think that's the right word, not an overt like tantrum where it's physical and you could see it. I mean, maybe just like a slight resentment towards the person that rejected me, or possibly just, you know, some passive aggressive behavior towards the person that rejected me. I could see myself having done that in the past. But that'd be the extent of it. I would never like call someone out their name, or, you know, just act completely irrational. But the only way that you can get better at this stuff is to actually put yourself in more positions to be rejected. You know, my therapist, when I was talking to her, she brought up the fact that, you know, maybe you have a fear of rejection, which is kind of why I started getting to the point where I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna just start putting myself out more, and whatever happens, happens. And you know, actually, now that I think about this, I was just about to go somewhere else, but I want to wrap this video up because it's getting a little long. So just to end this video out, the only way that you can get better at handling rejection is to put yourself in more situations where you can be rejected. And then also, on top of that, a lot of experiences that I've had where I wouldn't have really expected things to turn out how they did came from me putting myself in a situation where I could be rejected. A lot of opportunities have arisen from me putting myself out there in that way. So there's really no bad that can come from it. You either learn and develop, was that two? I feel like that was one point. You either learn and develop your character and become a stronger person, or from being shot down, right? Or things go your way and you have more opportunities, you have more experiences and things that you can grow from as well. So being rejected is really a good thing at the end of the day, if you really think about it. It's nothing to be scared of. You know, if you have that mental fortitude within yourself to be able to, all right, my identity isn't in someone else's answer. You know, I feel strong in who I am, and whatever the outcome is, I'm gonna just keep it pushing. You know, that's the mentality you have to have. And I mean, just looking back on things, you'll be glad that you did it. So yeah, this video has been kind of a mess, I know, but I think I made some good points in this one. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe to your boy to join the realist, and I'm see y'all in the next one. Deuces. 300 out here.